Good morning. We're extremely excited for today's vlog because today we'll be reviewing 5 of Rio's most iconic beaches, which are in order Leme, Copacabana, Arpoador, Ipanema, and Leblon. I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly, but we will be taking Uber from our Airbnb here in Copacabana, going to Leme, which is on the far east side, and hopefully renting some bikes somewhere in the area and kind of stopping at each of these 5 beaches, going westward, and hopefully catching a really beautiful sunset at the end and giving you our full review in which beaches are the best, maybe which are worth visiting, which maybe aren't visiting, or maybe you want to visit them all as well. Regardless, let's go ahead and get to it. So we just got off the Uber to our first beach, Leme Beach, and what's really unique about this beach is there's a lot of surfing. And what's really kind of neat is there's a walkway on the far side of the beach where you can kind of walk up, see the ocean view, as well as a really nice view of kind of the Rio landscape. You can see Copacabana, and some other neighborhoods, as well as the beach and the whole coastline. So very, very beautiful with the trail. If you're into surfing, this is definitely a beach for you. Now we're gonna go get some more footage. Just finished our time here at Leme Beach and we're excited to get to Copacabana. Now what's kind of unique about Copacabana is that it's about 7 kilometers long. It's a very, very long beach, obviously a very iconic beach as well. So we're gonna rent either scooters or bikes depending on the price and kind of ride our way over there, hopefully get some shots of the boardwalk along the way and try to find our favorite spot on the beach. And then after that we still have 3 more beaches, so let's go. So we just made a quick pit stop here in front of the Copacabana Palace, and 2 quick things. So number 1, scooters along the Copacabana boardwalk are extremely fun, and I think we're enjoying it more than maybe we should, but really, really fun, and we're gonna try to get some GoPro footage of that. Number 2, Copacabana Palace, in case you aren't already familiar, is a very common place for celebrities, politicians, and royalty to stay when they're in Rio, particularly in the top balcony, which you can see above, a very beautiful view of the beach. And then in terms of Copacabana Beach, again, it is very, very long, about 7 kilometers in length. So there are multiple areas that are extremely tranquil and much more tranquil than Leme and other Brazilian beaches as well. So if you're looking for something a little bit more chill and peaceful, the boardwalk's a little bit busy, but the beach is pretty quiet. And also, if you're really into volleyball, there are an insane amount of volleyball courts as well as soccer goals. So really, really nice. Let's keep going. So all that scooter riding made us so hungry, so we got to the edge of Copacabana Beach near Copacabana Fort, but first we wanted to kind of stop at a restaurant. We ordered some Brazilian churrasco, which we heard is really good, so we're excited to try that. So we're gonna eat, get some energy, get some protein, and then go to Copacabana Beach again to the edge, explore it a little bit, and then head off to the last 3 beaches that we have. We're excited. Let's go.
Yay!
Very good, highly recommend. So right in front front of me is Copacabana Fort. It's the old fortress, very iconic. Unfortunately, it was closed, so we couldn't go in. But this area here, right kind of in front of the fort, this is our favorite area of Copacabana. So in case you're curious, this is where it would be, just in this general area. Very, very nice. Time for Arpoador. Just arrived at Arpoador Beach, which is known for the iconic rock structure that kind of juts out into the sea. You can kind of see that behind me. According to some of the locals, this is one of the nicest, if not the nicest place to watch the sunset in Rio. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to actually watch the sunset today because we still have a couple more beaches, Ipanema and Leblon, to get to. So let's go. Welcome to Ipanema Beach. So Ipanema is right in between Arpoador Beach and Leblon Beach, which we're gonna try to go to now before the sun sets. And a couple quick things about this beach that are really kind of interesting. So number one, obviously, is the scenery behind me. Absolutely beautiful sunset. We have the Two Brothers Mountain, also known as Dos Irmãos Morros dos Irmãos, something like that in Portuguese. I apologize for mispronouncing, but very beautiful kind of natural scenery, as well as the city behind me. And then number two is Ipanema Beach is a little bit more spread out than, for example, Leme or Arpoador. And lastly, there's this kind of interesting dip in the sand, meaning there's this beach line, and then after the beach line, there's this dip in the sand that creates this little kind of lagoon or lake. A lot of mostly kids are kind of playing in it, but it's very, very kind of interesting to the beach, adds to the landscape, and is very unique, very cool, and would definitely recommend this over Arpoador. But we still have one last beach to visit, which is Leblon, right behind me, which is a continuation of Ipanema. Maybe we'll see something cool. We don't know. Let's check it out. After a longer than expected scooter ride, we finally made it to the neighborhood and the beach of Leblon. Now, what's unique about Leblon is the mojo and favela behind me. Now, you've already seen this from Ipanema, but you can see it much more clearly because we're much closer to it, obviously. And in my opinion, this is the most beautiful view of any beach that we've been to yet. And the neighborhood of Leblon is one of the most wealthy in all of Rio. And so one thing we noticed on our scooter ride here is that the neighborhood is much cleaner, a little bit more well kept compared to some other neighborhoods that we've seen. And the beach itself is a little bit less crowded. So that could be because of the time of day, but we can even see Ipanema right now in the distance. That's still a little bit more crowded than Leblon, so less crowded, very beautiful scenery behind me, and a very nice neighborhood. But I don't want to just give you my opinion about what I think is the best beach of the 5 that we saw today. So we're gonna go back to the Airbnb to get everyone's opinion to give you the best ranking possible. So let's get the final review. All right, so we're back at the Airbnb, showered, a little bit tired, but we're gonna do our final review and get everyone's input on their favorite, second favorite, and least favorite beach of the 5 beaches that we went to today. So we'll start this way and go around. So Cynthia.
A preferida.
Favorite is
Leblon.
Leblon. Leblon's number 2.
Segundo.
To Leme.
Leme.
The first one we visited, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And then least favorite.
Arpoador.
Arpoador. Okay. Marcus.
My favorite is Leblon, and second favorite.
So number 1's Leblon. Number 2 is
Ipanema.
Ipanema.
Okay. And least favorite Arpoador too.
Arpoador.
Arpoador. Okay, is the least favorite so far.
They say Arpoador, not Arpoador.
You, Allie?
Me. Favorite Leblon, 2. Second favorite Copacabana, and least favorite Arpoador, 2.
Okay, and then for me,
It's so crowded.
the exact same as Ali as well. Number 1 is Leblon.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Copacabana. Especially because I think Leblon and Copacabana have kind of different views and different vibes because they're on different parts of Rio. And then least favorite is Arpoador as well. And that's honest. So we didn't stage this or anything. So now you know, definitely visit Leblon if you're in Rio, and maybe not visit Arpoador. I think it might be too hyped up. But that concludes today's video. We hope you found it valuable. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to add, be sure to let us know in the comment section. If you found value from the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more, because we have a lot of other great content currently on the channel and a lot more coming very, very soon. And we want you to join us on our next adventure. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Until the next adventure, ciao.
Ciao.